the 10 most expensive Chelsea signings ever. In this video, we are going to take a look at the 10 most expensive Chelsea signings ever. Roman Abrahimovich, the man responsible for many of Chelsea's greatest moments of the past 2 decades, changed the way of English football. This Russian oligarch came and pumped billions into the club. His hiring and firing of Chelsea managers cost him £90 million, a number that's truly staggering. And what is even more astonishing is the fact that he had spent close to £2 billion on players. And this sum of money bought Chelsea 5 Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues, and multiple FA Cups, transforming Chelsea Football Club from a virtual minnow which had only managed a solitary Premier League title in 1955 to a modern poster club of football. But which players from the $2 billion that Abrahimovich spent were the most expensive signings? We'll take a look at that shortly, but before we do, we'd like to tell you that these videos come to you for free. In order to show your support to our channel, which is there to entertain you with the most exciting things about football, please subscribe to us with the notification bell on. Also, don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoy our videos. Okay, now that we're all set, get an ice cold beer and we'll dive right into the 10 most expensive Chelsea signings ever. Number 10. Raheem Sterling. A player that has made it onto the list of the 10 most expensive transfers of Manchester City, Raheem Sterling is 10th on this list of the most expensive transfers of Chelsea Football Club as well. Someone who was awarded the Golden Boy Award in 2014. Sterling went to City and played for the Citizens for 7 seasons before coming to Chelsea for a price of £47.3 million. Given that he scored 131 goals in 311 appearances for City, the transfer fee may well be justified. But there have been a lot of transfers of big-name players at Chelsea who have not fared as well as their price tag would merit. So it is going to be interesting to see if Sterling does join that list. He's not netted in the first 3 games of the season though. While it took a couple of seasons for Sterling to get into his goal-scoring prowess at Manchester City and scoring double digits for the season, Chelsea fans will definitely be hoping that he does turn up in his best form from the start. Number 9. Timo Werner. When Werner was scoring goals left, right and centre for the German club Leipzig, Chelsea were hoping that he would bring the same goal-scoring form to the London-based club. This is why they paid $47.5 million for him in 2020. But a mere 9 goals in 56 Premier League matches was not something Chelsea were looking for when they signed this German striker. Although he did manage to lift the Champions League trophy with Chelsea in his first season with the club, it was clear that Werner wouldn't fit in the club's plans. This is why he returned to the club whose goal-scoring record he broke. That is, RB Leipzig, for £25.3 million. Number 8. Jorginho. Born in Brazil, Jorginho moved to Italy when he was 15 years old and began developing into a regista, a deep-lying playmaker or defensive midfielder. And at what he does, he might as well be amongst the best. He shone in that position during his time at Napoli while the team played Sarri ball, and his wonderful playing style merited him a move to Chelsea at a price of £50 million. This was the year that Sarri also moved to Chelsea. Jorginho, who won the Champions League with Chelsea and won the Euros with Italy the same season, was ranked 3rd in the Ballon d'Or of 2021, where many argued he was one of the contenders to win the title. Instead, Jorginho was awarded the UEFA Player of the Year to go along with the FIFA Men's Player of the Year. His excellent record from dead balls, especially while taking spot kicks, makes him stand out. He scored 27 goals for Chelsea in 191 matches for the club. He is also known as Il Professore by his Italian teammates, as his leadership qualities and organisational skills stand out, something Chelsea will be hoping to make the full use of in case they are looking to lift the title this season. Number 7. Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres was a beast when he was with the Liverpool Reds. With astonishing goals and wonderful setups, people still argue that there has not been any striker who has been at the level of Torres for Liverpool. This is why the transfer fee of £50 million for him from Liverpool in 2011 was initially believed to be justified. But Torres at Chelsea seemed to be haunted. He missed out on virtual open goals. Especially the miss against Manchester United was something that brought around a resoundingly loud gasp from the fans in the stadium. However, there was a moment of redemption for Torres, who scored the winner against Barcelona in the Champions League of 2012, when they were not given any chance to win. It took him more than 11 hours to score his first Chelsea goal, and with injuries that often plagued the fastest of men in football, Chelsea should have been wary from the start. Though Torres did score 45 goals and had 35 assists in 175 games for the club, Many still believe that the then English world record fees they paid for Torres didn't really pay off. Number 6. Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic proved his worth in the MLS and was prized by Chelsea in 2019 for £57 million. Many were skeptical of the hefty price that Chelsea paid for him from the start, as MLS was nowhere as competitive as European football. His first season was the most successful for the club, in terms of the number of goals he'd scored, as he was able to net 9 times in 26 appearances. In his second and third season at the club, he scored a total of 10 goals, and those are not numbers you would expect for a star who was worth so much. Chelsea fans will be hoping for a turn of goal-scoring form for this American footballer. Number 5. Alvaro Morata. Alvaro Morata is one of the many number 9s in Chelsea that seem to have been cursed. Starting with Torres and a number of other world-class players that includes the likes of Falcao and Higuain, Alvaro Morata is one of those transfers that Chelsea fans look at with some bitter memories. Although he managed to score 15 goals in the first season with the club across all competitions, his form started to nosedive, which is why they were forced to loan him out to Atletico Madrid for £16 million. And that was when the club signed him for the club record fee of £60 million in 2017 from Real Madrid. With only 5 goals in the second Premier League campaign, Chelsea fans and analysers of the game were taken aback because a star of such potential couldn't live up to his expectations. Number 4. Marc Cucurella. When Chelsea signed Brighton and Hove Albion's wingback Marc Cucurella for £62 million in 2022, he became the most expensive wingback in history. Though he has played for various Spanish clubs like Getafe and Eibar and also Barcelona, he isn't all that experienced in the world of English football, as he's only spent a solitary season here at Brighton. This season will be the start that lets us know whether Cucurella will mature into a wingback that Chelsea fans will be hoping for. Number 3. Kepa Arrizabalaga. When Courtois joined Real Madrid, the club of his dreams, after the end of the 2018-2019 season, Chelsea were caught in a difficult position, as they had no first-choice keeper. Courtois, after having won the Golden Glove Award for the best keeper in the 2018 FIFA World Cup, wanted to move to Madrid so badly that he stopped coming to Chelsea's training sessions. And after Real Madrid's announcement that they had signed Courtois, Chelsea were in no position but to buy Kepa at a world record fee of £71 million. And after this transfer, he became the most expensive keeper in the world. And that was days after Alisson had broken the record for the most expensive keeper in history. His fallout with Sarri during an FA Cup match, where he plainly refused to get off the pitch despite Sarri's orders to be replaced, is something that Chelsea's fans don't know what to make of. After making a series of more than noticeable mistakes in the opening games of the 2020-2021 Premier League campaign, it was obvious that Kepa would soon be replaced, and the signing of Edouard Mendy saw Kepa relegated to the bench. Number 2. Kai Havertz. Scorer of the only goal of the game, which saw Chelsea lifting the Champions League crown in 2021, Kai Havertz is the second most expensive signing of Chelsea of all time. The transfer of this German from Bayer Leverkusen in 2020 cost Chelsea $72 million. For a 21-year-old player, this was a grand fee. It is for time to tell whether he will develop into the player Chelsea are hoping for. In his first 56 games in the Premier League, he's only been able to score 12 goals, a tally he is likely to improve. Number 1. Romelu Lukaku. The most expensive signing in the history of Chelsea Football Club was the signing of Romelu Lukaku for £97.7 million. And he falls onto the list of many signings by Chelsea Football Club that did not work out well for them. And what particularly hurts Chelsea fans is the fact that Chelsea was the first English club that he played for, as he joined them in 2011. But with only 2 games for Chelsea during his second season, he played for various clubs such as West Brom, Everton, Manchester United, and finally Inter, where he helped the Milan-based club to win their first league title in a long time, and was also the most valuable player of Serie A. That's when Lukaku's value skyrocketed, and Chelsea bought him in 2021. He could only manage 8 goals in 16 Premier League matches and was loaned to Inter. Chelsea will be hoping Lukaku improves and comes back to their club as strong as ever. Which of these 10 most expensive signings by Chelsea Football Club do you rank as your best? And which of these has been the most disappointing? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to send us a thumbs up in case you liked the video. Please subscribe to our channel to not miss out on new videos. We'll see you soon with a new footballing video, but in the meanwhile, you can watch the video on the screen now, and we will see you in the next one.